If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Coach, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Lori Darlin tastes good anytime, but especially after a big win, and you knocked it off Horseshoe Bend last week.
Had a great game. The kids were really excited about playing Horseshoe Bend. It's become a rivalry, and really is a good game between us. Always a lot of hard hitting going on, as it was last Friday night, but Wolves came out on top.
Defensively, must have done pretty good. Just gave up a safety.
Awesome, and that's the offense talk. But we actually, the defense just played out the gate. We had one kid, Blake Ritchie. Blake had 4 sacks. He had 5 tackles for loss, 12 total tackles, 6 assists.
Wow.
He was everywhere. I put him up for Player of the Week. We had a guy, Ty Dickett, did pretty good. But
you've been bragging about him all count.
Told you he's a senior leader. He's a great kid. But we had some others that stepped up on defense as well. You had Seth Limbaugh made some tackles. Stephen Barrett, Brady Ritchie, Blake's brother. You had some people really come up. Dakota Oak really came up making sacks, making hard hits, filling gaps. So you had a great defensive effort. I know Coach Reed was very pleased with his defense. And we had a 9th grader. Hunter Hammonds got a interception. So he stepped up and picked the ball.
He won't forget that, will he?
No, he won't. I'll tell you what, he'll remember that a long, long time. But he was playing safety for us and did a great job. Corner, rather. But he did a great job. I'm really pleased with the way the defense worked and what they gave last week.
And it was senior night.
Senior night, you couldn't ask those seniors to have played any better than they did, and just so pleased that we got that victory for them. We're moving everything up, with the COVID and everything, trying to get things out there. So we did have a good senior night win. Next time we come home, it'll be homecoming against Victor Christian. So, we're trying to move everything up, get everything going in place.
Offensively, 13 points is not going to be enough down the line.
Yeah, we scored a couple of touchdowns, and we had another one. We fumbled the football. This week, tonight, rather, we cannot fumble the football. We've got to play a ball-controlled offense. Lynette is a really, really good quality football team. Win the state in 1A or 2A, go 1A, win the state. Now they're back to 2A. So these guys know how to win. They know how to get a team ready. So they'll be ready tonight, and we'll have to do all we can to win the ball game.
And you've seen the tape. You know how good Lynette is, and it'll take Fayetteville's best effort to hang in there with them.
Well, they got 2 or 3 ball players, I believe, would be 1A ball players. Coach Story's son, he's about big as that French door over there. He's huge. And we have, their quarterback, number 3, he's all over the place. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball. They'll bring 14 in. He likes to run the football. So they're loaded back there. One of their receivers, number 1, he's a huge kid. I was watching the Miami game last night, and I said, "We're playing a guy tomorrow night. It's about the size of number 9 right there." So he's about that size. So we're gonna have to really play well and execute on offense and have a ball control game to have an opportunity to win. But what you do is you keep a game like that close, and in the fourth quarter you try to win it.
You can't afford, as B.B. Comer couldn't fumble the opening kickoff and it went south from there.
We can't have any turnovers. I hate that for Comer. And Coach Foster, that's the last thing he would have wanted of any coach. But the thing is, you got to get off to a good start against these guys, build some confidence, find that momentum, get on that train, ride it, and you cannot turn the ball over against guys like Lynette.
It's a long road trip to East Alabama. Lynette, a tough place to play. You guys know what is before you. You got to string some first downs together.
Absolutely. It's like you mentioned, Laura Darlin, they'll feed us good this afternoon, and we'll go on that bus and hope the kids will get some rest on the bus. It is a long trip, and maybe they'll get their belly full and go to sleep, and we'll get off the bus and hit the ground running. But it is a little bit of a long trip, but really kind of always gives me time to reflect and think and so forth like that. I don't really worry about bus trips too much.
I was about to ask, what's going through your mind on a bus trip? What do you do yourself?
Think about the ball game. That's why, I don't drive a bus because my mind is on the game. Not all the kids that would be on the bus that I'm responsible for driving for, so I let others do the driving because I'm thinking about the game I'm thinking about the first couple of series, what I want to accomplish. I'm sure Coach Reed's over there thinking about the defense and how he's going to stop those guys. But, you think about the game. You put things into motion in your mind. And I'll play the first couple of series in my mind on the bus,
You script the first, how many plays?
I usually script out the first 8 to 10 plays. I usually do that, but it's in my head.
Yeah.
I used to write the stuff down and so forth like that. And then you'll find yourself sometimes not liking what you have down there. I'm not going to run a play just because I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I'm going to run a play because the guys in the booth are telling me, Coach, this guy's in the shade here, and I know where to run it. So that's what we do, but I will script them in my head. I know what I want to run. Sometimes the kids know what we're going to run. Sometimes I tell them on a Thursday. But this time we've kind of kept silent with it. So, but we just got to hit the ground running against these guys. And the thing about it, Jimmy, it's fun to play teams like this. It really shows you where you are. It really does. And when the metal, what they say, when the rubber meets the road, and you get to see what your real metal is as a man. So our kids have got to hit them hard, hit them often, and keep that up the whole game. That's what football is really all about. It's a contact sport.
And intimidation is not a part of it. You got to go play.
You got to get past that. I have seen us. I said years ago we were playing a team, and when I first couple of years at Fayetteville, and we had so many kids dropping and tapping their helmets and things like that, and I told Coach Reed, I said, I pulled a cramp running out on the field so many times myself, to check on them. But we've gone past that. We're moved past that. We're a different team now. We're a hard-nosed team, and these kids know how to work.
And Fayetteville's fans always been great traveling, even though it's kind of curtailed this year with COVID-19.
Well, I heard that they use GoFan, and to get their tickets and things like that. But I heard that they're having some problem with GoFan right now. So I don't know.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. But it's one problem after another, it seems like during the COVID year. But our fans are trying to get tickets even now. And we're excited about the ball game. I'm excited because I know our fans are going to show up and support. Think of Fayetteville, it doesn't matter if you're, at this point in the season, if you're 1-1, 0-2, or whatever you are, they're going to show up. They're going to be there to support and show up. I love our fans. I appreciate them so very much.
Kids are smart. On social media, they look at tape, they see the opponent, and they see what's before them. And I heard someone say not too long ago, it may be a David and Goliath kind of thing. Well, you know what? David won that battle.
He won that battle, and that football's all long. It takes funny bounces. So we're excited about it. Like, I was listening to one of my kids yesterday said, we just got to go hit them. One of my players said that. Dakota Ogun, we just got to go hit them. So I'm excited about the opportunity, and I know our kids are too.
How's the preparation been?
Been great this week. We met at 8 o'clock on Labor Day. That morning, practiced early, got the kids home to eat barbecue with their families, and we have a couple of good practices since then. Yesterday was a great walkthrough. The rain is stayed away this week, so we're able to get everything accomplished on the field. Didn't have to go in the gym or anything like that. And I actually let them use the main field this week since we don't play on it for a couple more weeks. Give it time to heal back up, and good preparation.
We've talked about several of the seniors and maybe all the seniors, but look into that junior class and talk about a player or two there this morning.
Dakota Ogun, he can take a game over at the tackle position or defensive end or nose or wherever we want to put him. He can take a game over right there. Blocking wise, I think Lane and Will Darden, those twin brothers, the Dardens, you know them. I think they have really stepped up and are doing quite well. Seth Limbaugh is learning how to block even better, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I like Evan Baker a lot as a running back. Evan is showing us some things, and we're excited about him. There's several on that junior class that we're very excited about, but I guess one of the main ones is, of course, our quarterback, Pacey DeLoach. As a junior, he's doing great. Had a great game last week. And had 90-something yards passing, 20-something more rushing. Had a rushing touchdown. But he's a great leader and calms those kids down, keeps them on a level, and gets things done in the huddle. So we're very excited about him as well.
Trying to stay unbeaten in the region.
Right. To get that first region win last week against Horseshoe Bend was huge. You get out of the gate, get that first region win, they start piling up on each other. As long as you stay healthy and keep doing the right things, and those wins come.
No doubt about it. Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville High School, brought to you by Lori Darlings this morning. Before we go, being the athletic director, got a lot of sports going on now, including volleyball.
Our girls are amazing. They beat Vincent yesterday. They're just amazing. I'm so proud of the job that Coach Pennington is doing with them. And we got cross country. April Shaw's doing that for us this year, and got that starting up real soon. And I'm excited about all the sports at Fayetteville. What I'm very excited about is us doing it right. Our county and Dr. Lacey putting certain things in place for us about this COVID guidelines, and our Principal Amy Smith and the rest of our administrators put these things in place, but all of my coaches are following them to the letter. They're doing a great job, and we're able to play because of the things we're doing correctly for the kids. So.
Finally, is it true, rumor floats around, that one of the girls has spiked the volleyball on you? Is there any truth to that?
There's a lot of truth to that. Matter of fact, I don't get out there with them anymore. I'm getting a little long in tooth, so I'll stay away from those. They're pretty good.
All right. Fayetteville on the road to Lynette to take on the Panthers. Coach Limbaugh will join us again next week on the Coach John Limbaugh Show. Coach, always a pleasure, sir. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
More Daybreak right after this.